Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. 10:37 in the morning. What a gorgeous day, huh? Well, let's make the best of it. The weather not exactly the best, but hey, make it fun for you and your family. Maybe this is the last weekend for a lot of families where they're just kind of chilling out before the sports really go all in, whether it's for high school or junior high school or some of our little soccer teams here in northeastern Pennsylvania or mini football or what have you. I think those are kind of just about underway here in northeast PA, and maybe it's a time to get to a church picnic tonight in your neighborhood. So let's talk North Pocono football. We got a lot of guys with us today. Donnie Blaine is with us, the quarterback. And Donnie, welcome into the show today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate you coming in and kind of leading charge here. Senior season, this is it. Let's talk a little bit about what your experience has been like the last couple of years. Obviously, a lot of trust with Coach Dolan. He's had a lot of trust in you. So take us through your experience and now going to cap it off.
Well, yeah, me and Coach Dolan really trust each other a lot. Coming from freshman year, I mean, I wasn't the biggest kid, but even with Luke Feder ahead of me, he really helped a lot, helped me build that relationship with Coach. And even the past couple of years with our great success and sitting in the coach's room talking about different plays, different concepts, it really helps.
You guys have helped turn this program around for Coach Dolan. There are a couple lean years you guys have put it together. What's it been like to see what it was like then and what it's like now and see the success and feel the success and be a part of it?
Well, he always talks about play for the people that have come before us because they really went through all the wars, being the 0-10 seasons, 2-8, and 4-6. So that's what we really try to do, is to play for those who come before us and fight for each other, and then that'll help us down the road and lead us to success.
Let's talk about your skill set at the quarterback position. Tell us about what you think you do well and what you think you've tried to work on in the offseason to do a little better.
Well, in the offseason, I try to work on my run game better so I can create more plays out of the pocket, not just be a pocket passer type guy. Try to make more explosive plays for our team. And just simple accuracy things, making sure every ball is on the money. I've been doing this 4 years, so I know where the balls have to be thrown. So just trying to work on small things like that.
Well-rounded guy, National Honor Society, member of SAD, 4-0, number 14 in your class. You got it going on, my friend. Talk a little bit about that dedication to be involved with so many things at school and just kind of have the right focus.
Yeah, well, in school, you really have to have the right focus because that determines what college you go to, what level of college you go to, whether it's going to be an Ivy League or any smaller school. The grades are really a big part of that. So I just try to keep my head straight and keep good grades in the classroom. I get involved with as many clubs as I can and see where that helps.
Well, you need to be pretty sharp if you want to major in economics at the college level. It's a pretty challenging subject. Talk about that list of schools that you're interested in, and is football going to be a part of that equation? Yeah,
hopefully football is going to be a big part. I've been talking to some coaches a lot in the Patriot League in this past offseason, a little bit in the PSAC schools. So, and all those schools are challenging. A lot of Patriot Leagues like Bucknell, Lehigh, Lafayette, Colgate, they're all challenging schools, and all of them have good programs for any major you want to go into.
Let's talk about your folks, the role that they play in your life, and then after you're done with that, tell us about your siblings. You got a pretty good family there.
Mm-hmm. So my parents, they helped me so much throughout this football thing. My mom just took over football team mom just to help us with the boosters, trying to raise money, feed us food, do whatever. My dad, he's a big help too. He's brought me to all these training sessions during the off season, all the football camps, no matter where it is, how soon it is. He's always there. He's the first one to say, let's go, let's do it, and drive me down there. My brothers, Timmy, obviously, who played before me, played when I was a freshman. We got to play together, so that was an awesome feeling. He's at the University of Scranton now. He's still a big role model on me, just doing things the right way. And then Mikey and Jake, my two younger brothers, they're always looking up to me and my brother, trying to be just like us, and that's what set a good example for them.
Well, Donnie, you got it going on. I forgot to ask you. I'll ask you one more thing. Track and field. Talk about what you like about that, what you're competing in.
Well, I just like the competitive nature of it. It doesn't matter. It might seem like an individual sport, but everything's a team sport because you have to have those points throughout the team to win a meet. And every event is tough in its own way. I do javelin, the 4x4, and the open 400, and those are some pretty tough races. So you really have to dig deep in order to finish it and to compete with other people.
All right, Donnie, great to hear from you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Donnie Blaine, another successful student athlete here on the John Mendola Show. We're so fortunate to hear these guys' stories and what they're up against and what they're going to do in the future. Again, another 4.0 student. Let's get over to our next fella, and that's Chase Hinton. And Chase, welcome into the show today.
Thanks for having me, John.
Well, you're a senior, going to play on that offense and defensive lines. Talk about you guys lost some players from last year, so talk about stepping up and take us through that line of guys that think they're going to make an impact this year.
We've been working extra hard. We lost a couple players, but we've been hitting the weight room. We've been practicing to our fullest. Hunter Locke, he's in the studio with us. He's going to do something. He's a really good player. Dustin Moss, he's a grade below us. Have a lot of faith in him. This is his second year starting. Jeff Atala and David Sakota. I have a lot of faith in him. He's a grade below us, but he didn't get much playing time, but I think he'll make out good.
How about guys before you? Who are some guys that you kind of looked up to? You know, you're a senior now. Who are some guys you looked up to sophomore, junior year?
Of course, Matt Slagus. Right when I stepped in my sophomore year, he kind of pulled me under his wing. He taught me everything he could. Matt Caputo, of course. He's just an all-around leader on the line. He knows what he's doing on and off the field. And Andrew Williams, actually, he really taught me how to work it in the weight room. Every time I look over, he'd be putting up as much weight as he could. He'd be working his hardest, and that kind of just motivated me to be what I am now.
Well, we know you're pretty good in the classroom as well. Science, calculus, some people don't ever even get that experience to take calculus, so the fact that you like it is impressive. Talk about being dedicated there in the classroom.
What you do on the field, you got to do off the field too, and I feel that I got to put as much effort in the classroom as I do on the field.
Down the road here, you're looking at maybe forensic psychology, so talk about some schools that have that. I'm not sure that a lot of schools do. So do you have a short list as far as some schools you may want to head to next year?
I was looking not too far away, mostly Penn State, Westchester. I was looking at Alvernia. Just a couple big schools, a couple small schools, but I'm trying to stay local. And
football could be in that mix, right?
Oh, I would love to play football.
All right. Let's talk about mom and dad and your siblings as well. So take us through the family.
My mom and my dad, they're always great helps with me. They push me through the good times, through the hard times, and I really I couldn't make it without them, to be honest. They help me with everything. My sisters are like my best friends on occasion, of course. It's kind of hard being the only guy, but they make time to hang out with me, and I think we're a complete family.
Awesome. Well, I always try to say I think females are better human beings than us males, so get some lessons and learn from them. That's for sure. Well, Chase, great to hear your story, and we wish you the best this season, okay?
Thank you.
All right, continuing the conversation with the North Pocono Football Team here on the John Mendola Show. It's 10:46. Let's get over to Dan Walsh, who is a senior. Dan, welcome in today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's your senior season, so let's talk about laying it all out this year and you guys hoping to have success.
Yeah, well, it's senior year, so last year, we won't be going out next year, so we got to give it all out. Going for that, district championship, because a couple years ago we won it. Felt greatest feeling ever, and I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're good, man. Let's talk about the wide receiver and defensive back position. Who are some of those weapons other than yourself? Who are some other receivers that you think Donnie will try to get the ball over to?
Yeah, we got Dale Moore here with us in the studio, and Joe Burke. Dale, he's usually he's obviously the main receiver. Donnie's always looking for him, if not me. And those long balls, Dale always gets those, and he is probably the greatest hands on the team, I think. So if you throw those balls to him, he gets the yards up, moves us up the yard down the field, and then we could just hand it off to Jake Owens and score some touchdowns.
Got a big family, so take us through the siblings, what everybody's up to right now.
Yeah, my oldest brother, JP, he is playing baseball at Monmouth University right now. He's home for the summer, though. And my two little brothers, they're only playing, I think, baseball and basketball right now, but I've been trying to get them to play football. We've had them outside, like running routes, trying to get them better, because they're a little nervous to go out because they don't know if they want to play, but I think we're going to get them to.
All right, then in the classroom, you're killing it in math, 3.8 grade point average. You're thinking about an engineering track down the road here?
Yeah.
All right, well, we wish you good luck in that area. How about your parents? Tell us a little bit about them.
Yeah, they're always pushing me. They make sure I always have everything I need, even if they're struggling. Like, even if they have like their tough days, they always make sure I'm having everything, and just pushing me to do my best.
All right, Dan, we'll go get him this season. We appreciate you coming in studio today.
Thank you.
All right, Dan Walsh, one of the players here from the North Pocono Trojans. We still got three more fellas to get to here for North Pocono and head coach Greg Dolan. We appreciate the guys coming down. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Melissa Walter, in the back mountain. We appreciate Melissa joining us. And like a good neighbor, Melissa Walter is there. We'll be back here on WILK. Welcome back to the John Mendola Show. 10:53 exactly, continuing the conversation with the North Pocono Football Team. And we have several players with us. Dale Moore, I think you got to be about 25 by now. I've been mentioning your name the last couple of years, covering you guys playing some football up there at North Pocono. Let's talk about your experiences the last couple of years. And here it is, finally here, senior season.
Thank you for having me, John. And, it's been a blast. For the past 3 years I've been playing, it's been great. Won a district championship.
Well, it's a good experience being with the guys, going through some of the ups and downs. There's been a lot of ups the last couple of years with Coach Dolan. Let's talk about the camaraderie with the guys, and then what you see with your coaching staff and the work ethic that they have and how they get along, and then you guys kind of all putting it together.
Everybody works together. We work as a team, because if we don't, it's just going to fall apart. We really try and work hard in the weight room and in the off season to strive and push towards our goal of the district championship, and we just want to be together and fight for one another.
One of the things, I'm sure Coach Dolan gave you the speech, I could picture him saying, "Listen, Dale, I need more from you this year. This is what I need." What was that message from him?
He says it to me all the time, and it's just to push me farther and farther, and it works. And I push and push, and he's a great coach.
Yeah, great human being, Coach Dolan, that's for sure. He does it the right way. Let's talk about your siblings, what they're up to, and how they support you, and what you like about them.
My younger brother, he's a heck of a kid. He looks up to me a lot, and he's a great athlete. And my sister, she's a wild child, and she is going to be great in the future. All
right, awesome to hear. Life after high school, a couple Carbondale area guys headed into the military. That looks like it's going to be your track as well.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not a big school guy, and I can't wait.
I'm not a big school guy, but you're a 3.7 grade point average, so we'll take it. How about your dad as a role model? Talk about why you look up to him.
My dad is an honest man. He works for what he believes in, and he is great to me and everybody that he talks to.
Lacrosse, another sport you do. Is that something that you really like, or you just kind of do it for fun?
I really like lacrosse because it's a very competitive sport, and there's a lot of physical activity.
All right. Well, Dale, you got a nice senior year coming up for you, and listen to Coach Dolan. I'm sure you're going to have success, okay?
Yep, thank you.
All right, Dale Moore headed to the military. Let's continue on. Two more student athletes from North Pocono to get to as we approach 10:56. So Hunter Locke is with us. Hunter, tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to here your senior year.
Yeah, thanks, John, for having me, by the way. But I'm really looking forward to this year because our line as a group, we have 4 returning starters, which should really help us this year coming up because we saw how well we did last year as a group, which has really motivated us leading into this year.
And, of course, this group is going to be talented. Talk a little bit about, trying to stay focused and being as hungry as you guys could be. Do you feel like it was a hungry offseason?
Oh, yeah, we were all really pushing in the weight room after the loss that we suffered in the playoffs last year, which really springed us into this year and really motivated us with this season coming up. and we really want to return to the playoffs.
Let's talk about the sister Paige, who's 13. What's going on there?
Yeah, my sister's always been there for me whenever I needed something or someone to talk to. She really tries to keep me in line, which I thank her for that, and she's really going to have a bright future ahead of her.
Well, let's talk about a 4-year college for you down the road. Where are you looking at going, and you want to play football?
Yeah, I would like to play football at the next level. I've been to a couple visits and camps up in the Empire 8 League, as well as down at Alvernia University, and really looking forward to broadening that spectrum and hopefully going to play football somewhere.
3.6 grade point average, history, sports management. Let's talk about the folks, the support you get from them before we talk to our last player here, Hunter.
Yeah, my parents have always been there for me through every step of this journey with football. I started playing football in 2008 when I was 7, and since then my parents have always been right there next to me, pushing me to succeed, and I really thank them for that.
All right, Hunter, thanks for coming in. We wish you the best this season.
Thank you, John.
All right, one more fella to get to, Tyler Matichka joining us. He's a senior as well. And Tyler, let's talk about your role this year on the team.
This year I'm playing middle linebacker and tight end, I have some big shoes to fill there because we graduated a lot of guys there. So hoping to make some plays there.
And you're killing it in the classroom, math and science, number 10 in your class with a 4.0. Talk about your dedication there with your studies.
Yeah, school is really important to me because I don't really think I'm going to play sports at the next level, and I think that's really going to carry me into what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. So try to keep it real in the classroom. And
tell us about your folks and your brother, Matt.
My brother, Matt, he's involved with the cross-country teams, and he's also on the marching band. He was actually a camp counselor at Goose Pond Scout Reservation for this summer. So he's coming home today for the summer, so it'd be nice to see him. I didn't see him all summer. So
another Matichka there killing it and doing great stuff. That's always awesome to hear. Let's talk about this season. You feel like you guys have a good opportunity to possibly make a run?
Yeah, I feel like we have a lot of great talent in this room and other kids on the team. Everyone's been working hard, and we're just striving to get to our goal, which is obviously district title.
Well, Tyler Matichka, you played lacrosse, National Honor Society, a member of SAD, math and science, and we wish you the best in that engineering track down the road here, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Tyler Matichka, the rest of the North Pocono Trojans football team, they're looking pretty good this year on paper, so they got to put it together. Coach Dolan would be the first to say, listen, we're cautiously optimistic, but we think we might have some opportunities here, and they may, so that's for sure. Well, we appreciate you joining us each and every Saturday on the John Mendola Show. You can join us online. It is thejohnmendolashow.com. Follow us on Twitter at John Mendola Show, Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube. We hope you have a super day. From everybody here at WILK.